Hi team, it's Coach Jackie here. Sorry about the clarity of this video. My computer is on the verge of being super ancient. It was one of the first MacBook Pros, so I don't know if I'm coming off as fuzzy to you guys, but I'm definitely very fuzzy to me, so sorry about that. But my computer still works and I will use it until it dies. So today I'm going to make a training video about Google Forms, how to use them, how to get started with it. They are very important and very effective for getting people's email addresses. You can use a Google form on any social media platform that you have. So you can post them to Twitter, you can post them to Instagram, and of course Facebook, which we all know and love. You can post them to Google Plus, like basically anything that's out there that you can type into, you can leave a link to your Google form. This helps you build your contact list. Contact lists are very important because then you can get email addresses to send out people information about new products or coaching opportunity or just like your monthly newsletter, like however you run that part of your business. The Google Forms are a really great way to get those initial email addresses because as we know, not everybody says yes right away, but they will say yes eventually as long as you're staying consistent and showing them that it is possible. Okay, so I like to do two different forms. I like to do a Google form for challenges, and I like to do a Google form for the coaching opportunity. I've changed and tweaked it as I went along. As I found that other coaches had better questions, I inserted those. And I just edited the form. I didn't create a new form because I want everybody's contact information on one page, and I keep the first three questions the same on all of my forms, so that way if I do change any of the other questions, like about their health and fitness goals, then that'll be different, but at least I'll have the first three things, their name, their email address, and I think their phone number. So the first three things to be consistent on all of my Google Forms. Okay, so now if I can remember how to share screen, I will share with you guys how to create the Google form. All right, so in theory, you are now seeing my Google Drive. Give me just a second as I get rid of some stuff. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you go to drive.google.com. You don't go to docs.google.com. That'll open up Google Docs, not Google Drive. And to make the forms, you need to be on Google Drive. So then what you do is you click New, and then you go to More, and then you click on Google Forms. Okay, so then once this opens up, you'll have like Untitled Forms. So then you can change the title of it to either like fit and fun, or like whatever, like make it kind of fun because people are gonna see it. So for this purpose, I'm just gonna call it Test Group 1. And so then that'll pop up over here, and you can see it's called Test Group 1, but you can call it like Amazing Coaching Opportunity, or like Team, whatever your team name is, Coaching Opportunity, just like whatever you want to call it. Okay, so then what you do is you can go into the form description and say, let's see, this is where we get started on our health and fitness. Answer the following questions to enter into the boot camp. Oops, not boot camp. Boot camp. Okay. So you can put whatever you want there, just like a little description. And then here is one of the most important and fun parts, the questions, right? So like I said, the first one that I do is, what is your name? And then under question type, you choose if you want it text, paragraph text, blah, 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 like all that stuff. So for this one, because you want them to be able to type, you choose text. And then you make it a required question. Make sure that you select required question on all of your questions, because you want to make sure that everybody is filling out the form properly and fully. You want to get all of their information. Then for next question, you go add item. It's going to pop up with the same type of format that the last one was in. So because I did the paragraph text, No, because I did the regular text. Sorry, it came up with another. Oh wait, no, it didn't. Well, it used to, I swear. Okay, so then you select text again. What is your email address? Then text, required, add item. You can choose to ask for their phone number or not. It's up to you. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes I will send out a text to people just to like follow up and make sure that they got my email address. Make sure they got the email I sent out to them. Ugh, sorry. Words are not my strong suit, so I have many a blooper in my videos. Okay, so then let's do a different type of question. So you can do, we'll just stick with multiple choice. So we can say like, do you struggle with your nutrition? And you can have option 1 as yes, option 2 as no, and then I would say add other, and then they can fill it in with something that they want to say if they have more to add onto that. You can ask a follow-up question like, do you experience a 3 p.m. crash or a 2 p.m. crash or whatever it's called? And then you can say yes, no. Then on yes, I would say please explain in other box. And then, oops, there. And they might or they might not. Kind of just depends. And then, okay, so let's go over another type of question that you can ask. So you can do check boxes. These are kind of fun because you can do like a whole bunch of different kind of things. You can be very specific about what type of fitness they have done before, or you can do like what kind of foods they like to eat. So let's do, out of the following programs, have you tried any? And then you can do the popular ones like P90X or Insanity. Let's see. Hip Hop Abs is really another popular one. You can throw in some Jillian Michaels or like some, what is that one? Billy Blanks? Or is it Billy Banks? I don't know. He does like fun stuff. I used to do his stuff. So you could type in like other at-home workout programs, and then they'll select whatever ones. Remember to click required question. Then you can go to add item. Let's go over. So the other one that I recommend using is paragraph text. You can say, have you done any sort of like fitness before? And then under the help text, this is where you can give like a supporting or a follow-up question. Can you explain to me, or can you tell me a little bit more about your journey? Oh my gosh, sorry. Usually I'm a much better typer than this. And then paragraph text is longer text, so that way they can write as much as they feel like they need to until it cuts them off. And then don't forget to hit required question. Okay, so that's basically how you do the different questions. It's the ones that I think are the most important ones to use for our purposes. Not necessarily the questions, I mean like the type of question. Hopefully that didn't confuse you. Okay, so then if you're like me and you like being creative and doing fun things, what you do is you can go to change theme, and then you can scroll over on the bottom right and you can see there's like a whole bunch of different ones. They have a couple that are like, you know, like this one would be a fun one to use. Hold on, my computer's being cranky. Okay. So this one would be a fun one to use if you, oh, not that one, this one. If you really like coffee, if you have been advertising that you work at home a lot, then this one might be a good one to use for the coaching opportunity. If you want to create your own, of course, go ahead and do that. Okay, so what you do is you go to, where is it? There we go, customize. And then you can choose all of the different things. In mine, I have the same image that I use for my website and for my Facebook page. I have that as the background of one of my forms. So that way there's continuity and people know, like, it's something familiar and they're like, oh yes, like I remember this is on all of her other stuff as well. And then you can just change all the different things under there. To get that email link so people actually fill out your form, what you do is you go send form, and then it'll have this link right here. If you want to, what you can do is you can go to tinyurl.com and copy and paste that in there, and then you can backslash it with a personalized link. So you can do like fitness interest form, or like application to Team Health Apocalypse, or whatever team you're part of. So that way you can know what link you're sending people and make sure that you're sending the right link. Or you can just click short URL and then copy and paste that into your posts. It's pretty easy to do once you know what you're doing. If you're like fumbling through it like I did, it was very confusing at first. Okay. Now, the most important thing is you see how it says responses right here. So you want to make sure that it's accepting responses, which it will say not accepting or accepting. And then you click on review response. And then it'll take you to all of the questions when they filled out the form, so that way you know whether or not you followed up with them. If you're getting like a whole bunch of responses, you'll know what day they filled it out, and you're like, okay, the last day I like contacted people was on like the 26th or something, and so then you can go to all the ones that are on the 27th and the 28th and send them emails and contacts. Thank you for reaching out. I'm happy to help you in whatever way, you know, that whole chestnut of fun information. And then the other thing is, so that's basically all I use it for. You can go view live form to see what your form looks like. So if you're going to make it a fun theme like this one, and you want to see what it looks like, click view live form, and then it will open up into the form. And this is what other people are going to see. So pretty easy, pretty cool, very handy. And then you can also click the view responses there. It automatically saves, so that's really good. And if you need to edit it, you know, just click edit questions, take you back to the original thing. And then you can add or take away or whatever you need to do. Let's see, how do I unshare? All the things. There we go. Okay, so hopefully that helps you guys out with how to create a form. I try and add them to basically everything. I have the sign up button on my Facebook like page linking directly to the fitness challenge form. I've been posting them at the bottom of a lot more of my posts lately, just so that way if people do want help with their health and fitness, but they don't necessarily want to comment on the post, they can click that link and then I'll be in touch with them. Hopefully this helps you understand how to create a Google form and it answers some of your basic questions. There's a lot more that you can do with it, but you know, like that's basically all I do. And if you want to go ahead and play around with it, I highly recommend it, and then make your own training video to help educate us. Talk to you guys later. Bye.